Authorities have released the name of a Texas National Guard member who remains missing after jumping into the river along the U.S.-Mexico border on Friday. They say he is 22-year-old Specialist Bishop E. Evans from Arlington. He was trying to help two migrants who appeared to be drowning. Search efforts over the weekend were unsuccessful.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's trip to Kyiv was the highest-level American visit to the capital since Russia invaded in late February. During the visit, they told Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky that the U.S. would provide more than $300 million in foreign military financing and had approved a $165 million sale of ammunition.
China's capital, Beijing, has begun mass testing and shutting down residential and business districts after a new outbreak of COVID-19. Residents have been staying home and stocking up on food as a safeguard against the possibility that they could be confined to their homes. The country's borders remain largely closed as the pandemic's economic impact and China's extreme response continues to grow.
The Supreme Court tackling a dispute between public school officials and a former high school football coach in Washington State. For years, the coach would kneel at the center of the field after games and lead students in prayer. The school district asked him to stop. The coach's lawyers say they violated his constitutional rights.
The price of gasoline continuing to drop. The Lundberg survey now says the nationwide average for a gallon of regular is $4.24 a gallon. That's down 3 cents from a week ago. However, it shows gas is still $1.27 higher than this time last year. According to AAA, the average price of gas in San Antonio is $3.69.
Investors will have a busy week of earnings reports to read. Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft are among those set to lay out quarterly reports. About a third of the companies in the S&P 500 will offer reports this week. Stock futures this morning pointing to a lower open on Wall Street.
A lot of Americans are still finding opportunities for new jobs and better pay. The Wall Street Journal says a recent survey shows 64% of job switchers are making more at their new jobs. Nearly half of workers between 25 and 54 say they plan on leaving their jobs within the next 2 years. However, experts say the wage gains from recent job switching are also helping to push up inflation.
The first all-private mission to the International Space Station is expected to return to Earth this afternoon. The mission, which launched on April 8th, was scheduled for 10 days but has dragged on a week longer because of weather delays.
Today is the first day of early voting for the May 7th election. Voters in Bexar County will decide whether to lower some property tax bills, elect municipal and school district officials, and approve bonds. Polling locations are open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. this week. You can find more information on our website at ksat.com. And that's today's 9 at 9.